talk about how you find an agent. I know this is an interesting part and everybody wants to find an agent, so I'm going to tell you the best way. If you're actively looking for a modeling agency, first it would be a good idea to start thinking about where you might fit in. Start looking through magazines, watching television, scanning social media to get an idea. This will give you a clue about which agents to search for depending on the type or criteria they're looking for in terms of appearance, size, and trend. But when looking at an agent's website, please do not use the modeling images you see as your only guide, as it is not always a cookie-cutter approach as far as modeling goes. Just because you don't look like the images you see does not mean that the model agency is not looking for someone just like you. Another good tip is to start taking care of your skin earlier on. Remember that agents want models with good skin. So the earlier you start taking care of your skin, the better. We will discuss finding an agent and what agents are looking for in depth in a later chapter. Finding a model agent can be challenging, but persistence is key. You have to remember that modeling agencies can only represent a limited number of models at any given time, which means you may have to meet several agents before signing with one. This also means that agents are particular about who they sign. But even if you are signed to a modeling agent, this does not necessarily mean that you will start working straight away. A modeling agent is not an employer, but an agent representing you, and you have to do your part to get work. Your part includes making sure you provide all of the tools the agent needs, including shooting with recommended photographers, making sure your skin looks good, exercising regularly, and also looking for jobs and opportunities on your own. There are many ways to look for job opportunities and get yourself out there. Social media is a great starting point. Through social media, sites like Instagram, you can build your very own portfolio of photos and really display your personality. Many clients search and approach models directly on social media, and I keep saying this because this is so true. Don't let the fact that you can't get an agency discourage you from being a model. There are many modeling platforms, including one by my very good friend, ex-model, Maria Puni, who runs Kaizen. It's called Kia Kaya Mode. There's also swipecast.com, StarNow, modelsdirect.com, modelmanagement.com, allcasting.com that represent photographers, makeup artists, and stylists, as well as models. If you're thinking about representing yourself and using social media, do remember to be safe online and be careful about who you give your personal information to. One disadvantage of sourcing your own work through social media is that it is difficult for models to correctly vet and perform security checks on clients. As mentioned earlier, you either fall into the fashion model or the commercial model category, and both types of modeling have different approaches.